It's absolutely wonderful being at a racetrack. I've missed so much racing this year. We've missed so many events. It's not just motorcycle racing that's been affected by some guy in China eating a bat some time ago. So we're out for action there. The track is damp. I went to Wanganui last night after this, and there was some heavy rain. I understand they had a big storm in the Hutt Valley last night, and there's been a bit of rain overnight. I heard that. I was staying at my sister's in Fielding last night and heard the rain on the roof. Right now we have a damp track, and we've got the 70 motard class out there. They already had 2 runs yesterday, and they're underway now. So how many laps is it? 3 laps. We've got pretty much the same schedule today as we had yesterday, it appears. In fact, indeed, we have no bucket racing. No bucket racing according to this, so that's a shame because we had 4 very good bucket races yesterday, but that's the way it is. At least we had the bucket races here. We haven't had them over previous years. I guess they may have slotted that in because of the diminished fields in comparison with other years. There's number 64 gets off the line. I think they're that looks like Lockie Berg from Fielding Ag High School. He's a staller on the line, but gets away and has got about 250 metres to make up. So it may well be that he will get lapped today. So yeah, no, it's going to be a great day's racing, and it's good to see the smiles on people's dials around the pits. And one thing I am a little sort of disappointed with is the lack of electric bikes here. I think there's only one. I've watched this sport. I've been here commentating for I think the last 3 or 4 meetings, and well, not so much disappointed. I thought that sort of thing would be embraced a bit more, but on the same token, we are missing a number of schools because of the situation in the world at the moment. There's quite a number of schools, and those schools might be the specialist on the e-bike. So I'm not a fan of e-bikes, to be honest, but if anyone's going to grab one and develop one, the Mini Moto people are going to do that. That's how I see it. They are the young people that are looking to the future, and if anyone's going to grab an e-bike and try and make it work. So I thought there might be a bit more, but on the same token, the entire field is depleted. Cameron Major in second place has just set the fastest lap on bike 112. Number 112 Tyler Walters, as they went across the start-finish line, was in the lead spot. And looking at the bike, very difficult. In fact, you can't see any numbers at all, any remnants of numbers on that bike. Just see the colour of the leathers and that, which I don't recognise as much. I think Tyler Walters is still in the lead. So he was first. Cameron Major was in second place. Tom Henson rounded off the podium in third. They've got a bit of a break on each other away from fourth place. It's probably maybe 50 metres from third to fourth place. But anything can happen, you know. It's only a 3-lap race, but wet track, someone can underestimate. We've got the final lap out there. So who was that in fourth place is Connor Walters, Ben Davis, Charlie Frame, Max Miller, Scott Gray, and Nathan Atkinson and William Hopkins. That was the top 10 as of the last lap. A little bit of a change round. Who's moved up? Charlie Frame's moved up, and also Samuel Cumming has swapped places with Nathan Atkinson. So we look out there, the final lap, come out of Toyota, and whoever there is in third place is absolutely nailing it and moving into second there as they go through turn 2 here at Manfeild. There's a yellow flag out there. The yellow flag was a bit premature there on turn 2, waving around, but better to have a yellow flag out there too prematurely than none at all. So back to the lead 3 bikes. In fact, it was Tom Henson there, the fastest lap at 107.789, a 107.798 and 107.827. That's the top 3 times. That is quite tight there. There's only 30 or 40 thousandths of a second between the top 3, and it shows out on the track there as the checkered flag waits for the podium there. So indeed we have going across the stripe. It's Tyler Walters, Tom Henson, then pushed it into the 6s with a 106.2. That's over a second quicker. He got second place there, and Cameron Major took the final spot on the podium. In behind him in fourth place, Connor Walters. Then we have Charlie Frame, Max Miller, and Ben Davies, Scott Gray, Samuel Cumming, and we're waiting for 10th place to come through. 10th place to come through it is Nathan Atkinson. So Fielding Ag, well, you've kicked some butt there. 12 spots there, Fielding Ag. Then we go to a couple of Freiburg riders, and then Fielding Ag again. So certainly they are a dominant force in this 70s motard class. Now, who's looking after the 70s motard? It was race 15. Trade Zone Tools. They are looking after. In fact, I'll look on the front sponsors page. And yes, indeed, it is there. I'm trying to remember who sponsored yesterday. Sometimes I reel off the individual sponsors, sometimes I go through the whole page. And I just wonder whether it was there. So, Trade Zone Tools, thank you for supporting the the Motard class, the 70Ms. We'll come back to you shortly with, go back to the front page or second or third or fourth page. You know, it's a hard thing. Well, it's not that hard, really, sitting down doing this. A1 and A2 class coming up shortly, folks.